Damn. Do right. Time after time. But what for? Do right. Do right. You know what? I think it's time I look for Mr. Do Right. Words don't really long. I need a man whose back is real strong. Someone to fulfill my intellect and sexual desire. Now please don't get me wrong. I don't mean to come on strong. It's been a while since I've been satisfied, and these feelings I can no longer hide. I used to be in love, but it was all so long ago. My mind and body's craving for a real man to give me some love. But now that you're here with me, there's a smile upon my face. 'Cause loving you is so damn easy, and you sure enough driving me crazy. Can someone stop this way falling on my bed? I'm looking for Mr. Do Right, Mr. Do. Hey guys, hey, what's going on? It's your boy Sub coming in hot, live. I'm not hot, man. I'm sitting on the couch chilling, man. Trying to rest before I go in this damn juggernaut of a workout I'm about to hit today. Um, Boy, I was gonna make a video. I might go live with my trainer later on today. We might talk about it. I know I'm gonna be tired then when we get finished today. We about to get it in, man. 1,000 reps, and then I'm jump rope 1,000 times. So it's gonna be a hell of a workout today. Um, let me go ahead and start this video off. Guys, this is the thing, man. Like I look at like the tragedy that took place the other day with the little young girl, Socoria, right here in Atlanta, and it really broke my heart how who assigned these idiots. I know, but the problem is they're the ones stepping up though. They're the ones that try to step up and be leaders. So when you try to step up, it opens it up to criticism. So I'm going to talk about this dysfunction. Um, for those of you that don't know, unless you've been living under a rock, a little girl got shot over here in Atlanta Saturday. Saturday, her mom drove past a barricade. These so-called street dudes opened up fire, started killing. They shot the little girl and killed her, shot her in the back. Little girl. They didn't wait. They didn't give any time for anybody to communicate. They just opened fire without thinking, right? And that is probably the main thing it's going to be the theme of this video, not thinking. Uh, and I'm gonna go ahead and just say what I gotta say. So let me go ahead and just say this right here. So guys, for those of you that don't know, rapper Ti has been calling out rapper 50 Cent for a minute, trying to do a versus battle. I kind of talked about it, touched on it briefly. Um, and one of the problems I have with guys like him, uh, even 50 Cent, Ti, just about every guy of note that is black, that is in our community, none of them really get it. And I know that sounds really condescending. Like, who the hell do you think you are? What makes you so much more intelligent than these guys that you feel as though you got all the answers? You think you know everything. You know, it's YouTube, guys. I'm gonna give you my opinion. Okay, so just bear with me. YouTube is a place where people give their opinions, right? And I'm not even gonna go into the versus battle. I can care less about the versus battle. I feel like Ti has a better catalog, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. The point I'm trying to make is Ti put a video up, and I'm gonna play the video. I'm not gonna show it. I'm just gonna play it. I want y'all to listen to this because this is part of the problem right here.
Look, right. I'm gonna speak on this shit that's going on in the city, right? Look, right? I'm gonna speak on this shit that's going on in the city, right? I'm gonna start with this. A lot of y'all niggas be doing some whole ass shit, but a lot of y'all niggas like to call y'all real niggas. If you're a real nigga, hold your partner accountable for the whole ass shit that he do. Then at the end of the day, if you do some whole ass shit and you get caught for it, stand on it. Cause that's what real niggas do. So with that being said, whoever shot that little girl down in that parking lot at Wendy's, man, turn her home ass in. And I ain't talking about to the police. I'm talking about to the streets. We're gonna get street justice this time. I don't give a fuck who his people is or who wanna ride with him. The streets spoken. It's a whole ass shit. And if you can't teach your niggas how to be real niggas and how to do whole shit, niggas, your motherfucking fault. So whoever wanna ride with them, stand behind them.
Pay attention to that phraseology. Real nigga. Okay. Let's keep going.
Hey man, it's whatever. It's up. If you're a real nigga like me, let's link up. Link with me, man. All the big homies, all the gang bangers, all the OGs, link with me and let's find out
All the gang bangers. Let's keep going.
who this nigga is and where he at, and let's handle this shit the street way, the way we do. We
Let's handle it the street way. What does that mean?
don't want the police in our business. We don't want the police in our communities and shit. Well, guess what? It's time for us to start policing our own shit.
Do you want people do you want people that are dare I say indiscriminate, devoid of any critical thinking, any logic, any reason, they can't be reasoned with? Do you want them trying to police our communities? Let's keep going.
It's time for us to start protecting our own communities.
I agree with that. I don't have a problem with black people trying to take accountability for their communities, but guys that have made certain decisions should not be the ones doing it.
A lot of shit that happen with niggas, I don't get into it because you don't never know what niggas did to another nigga. But a little girl, shit ain't right. You on your shit, partner. Turn nigga ass in. Facts. Look, right?
So that's a post that uh dude named I am Parlay, I guess that's his name. I ain't gonna go on this channel, but the guys, Shaquille O'Neal and Brad and all these different celebrities. Yeah, tell them. Let me say this right here, man. On its surface, that sounds good, but I'm gonna say something, man. The only reason that this little girl is even in the situation that she is in is because when this brother got shot and killed, brothers like Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, T.I., all of them co-signed these brothers who went down there at that Wendy's and put up barricades and said they wouldn't let no white police in. They won't let nobody in, really, right? They was walking around with guns, and black people was standing there alongside them with their hands, they fist in the air. Now a little girl's dead, and now people want to try to disassociate themselves from the environment in which they themselves created. The problem I have with it is the individuals that shot that girl are See, this is the thing, man. Like, the enemy you know is better than the enemy you don't know. We know the police. I'm not saying that the police is our friend. I'm not saying that the police does not need to be reformed. But let's not act as though this whole environment, I don't want street justice. That's the problem. See, to a lot of guys, let me tell you what street justice is. Street justice is, I think that this nigga did something to me. Well, actually, I'm gonna tell you an example of some street justice. Some dudes was friends with this guy, right? The guy, grandmama, lived next to my mom, right? So after they tried to rob him, he shot the dude. They tried to rob him. He whooped him or something, took the gun and shot the dude in the leg. He ran. These niggas got in the car, drove over, not knowing what house it was, shot my mama house up. See what I'm saying? That's street justice. I got friends whose houses have been shot up with street justice. See what I'm saying? I'm talking about ministers of the gospel, pastors, people that ain't got nothing to do with the streets. But these are low IQ. And first of all, I'm from the South, and I barely understood what he was saying. I had to literally think about what he was saying and replay it in my mind and replay the sound bite. He said this. Can you hold me? Yeah, I can hold you, boo. But that's the thing. I'm standing here with my boy right now. Some nigga looking for somebody else come shoot my house up. That's street justice. Low intelligence, not intelligent, not smart, not able to really. I know you want to get over here to this food, boy. You didn't want me to hold you, huh? Get on over there. Don't you fall. I'm right here. But a lot of people, when we talk about street justice, and see, this is the problem I have. All these people, you want some popcorn? Yeah. All these people that are co-signing this, the Brad, people like that, they got people up under their posts. And I'm gonna go into this whole Ti versus 50 Cent thing. I saw a video on, I think it was the Shade Room. I'll get you down. Saw a video on the Shade Room. 50 Cent throwing chairs at people yesterday, right? Now, I don't know what the dude said to 50 Cent, but these are dudes that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. T.I. makes a video, you are a felon. You on a video live yesterday morning talking with your homeboy, stopping one step short of basically saying you'll shoot, you'll kill, you do. And this is the thing, you already went to jail for the guns, then you went to jail for smoking weed. Now you on video threatening niggas, so if something pop off, they coming right to lock your dumb ass up. Like, it's just kind of, this shit is just stupid. You gonna go live? I ain't scared of no nigga. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Selling wolf tickets, right? And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You didn't have to make the damn video live. I would have just, if that was my homeboy, if 50, see, first of all, I wouldn't even be friends with a nigga like 50. I'm just being straight up with you. Only if I had a chance to be around 50, it'd be for me to strategically benefit financially, and I would keep that nigga at a 10-foot distance. He wouldn't know my personal business. He wouldn't know about my house. He wouldn't know nothing. He'll just be some dude I see. Hey man, how you doing? Shake his hand, crack a couple of jokes, and leave. I'm not your friend. I don't hang around you because you showed me on numerous occasions that you're childish. It has cost you 30, $40 million messing with Rick Ross' wife, right? But this is, if you go look in the comments of what people said, because T.I. came under the post and was saying some stuff like, we got him mad or something. Both of them are childish. But these are guys who want to speak on social issues, and people love these people. Let me tell you something. Them folks from New York love that nigga. I'm telling you the truth. You say something about 50 Cent to a brother or some of these up north cats, they're ready to fight. He has this persona. He's a bully. Everybody's scared of him. And T.I. has this persona like he's small, but he ain't scared. So you got to kind of live up. Now, you are prisoners. It's almost like T.I. is a prisoner to his reputation because now he's up here trying to start beef with. I wouldn't give a damn if the dude don't want to beef you. He don't want to battle. I think 50's scared, to be honest with you. I think 50's very smart about who to pick on. I think he knows he doesn't have the better catalog. Because believe me, he would have just did it. But even still, man, you just got $150 million contract from Stars. You just got all these millions of dollars doing these different deals. Why in the hell are you up here trying to be, throwing chairs at people? Because let me tell you something, he threw a chair at my ass. I would have stood right there, let it hit me right in the head and laid out on the floor and started shaking and vibrating like that nigga gave me brain damage and sue his ass for five or six. That's what I'm saying. These can't be the guys that are formulating political policy for black people, that are formulating what we need to do to move in the future. Take in mind now, T.I. was actually on the stage at the damn summit talking about political strategy, and you up here making videos threatening people. Like this is, and you're like, well, man, that's just part of being a man. So we got to make our mind up what we're going to do. Are we going to be, as black people, because it's almost like we want to get these guys. I'm going to tell you something. It's they're the reason the community's fucked up in the first place. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I know people don't want to hear this. These thugs, a lot of the shit that they do and condone, a lot of these rappers and the shit that they say are the reasons that our communities are in shambles. The reason those houses are worth what they are. Because literally where they shot that dude at is around the corner from the house that I always talk about that I went to. It was 50 niggas standing outside with their pants hanging off their ass. And the house was cheap, but I see why it was cheap. Because you couldn't even get up on the street without these motherfuckers standing out there like they're ready to kill you just for turning on their street. You need a pass just to come through the street where my mom rents a house. You know what I'm saying? You need a pass for that shit. What's up, T. Crawford? So I don't know, man. My thing is like, for example, good example, Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg just put a thing on talking about the Coon Patrol or whatever, and he put Angela Stanton on there. I'm willing to bet in a debate, Angela Stanton would own his ass, and it wouldn't be no coon talk because there was no coon talk in that Breakfast Club interview that she did. That wasn't coon talk. That was just straight fire. And so for him to put a post up, you better go eat that stuff before I eat it, boy. For him to put a post up talking about she in the coon patrol or whatever, I'm like, why? Because you say you support Trump? Because you say you against transsexuals being, whatever. See, she say certain things she say she against. Why is she a coon? But we're in this case where real leadership doesn't matter because Snoop, see, these guys always want to take themselves and assert themselves as being leaders. Snoop always wants to make social commentary. Him, T.I., LeBron James, Tariq, these guys want to make social commentary and assert themselves as a leader of our community. You can come back at me and challenge what I say if you disagree with it, because I'm technically speaking myself, right? So I guess you can put me in that category. But I don't know. I don't respect Snoop because you went out like a coward with that lady, man. They just grabbed you and made you grab the ankles on in front of the world about 4 or 5 months ago over that Gail King incident. And you issued an apology and cowered out like a coward. Went on Red Table Talk scared. You know what I'm saying? And what got me with that was, as much as he talked like that, this is the same guy that showed up to an award show with two women with dog chains around their necks. But so the fact that you think like that, to put a black woman in a dog chain at an event in public, and first of all, the fact that they will let you see, this is why you never hear me. Sometimes when it comes to women being called certain words in rap videos and stuff like that, you don't hear that out my mouth too much. I'm gonna tell you why. I've promoted concerts. I've been around these celebrities, been around them. These women will break their necks to be objectified by the right guy. When it comes to these rappers and so, them same women will cuss a nigga out if he say, "Hey, sister," it just depends. But this is Snoop, so you'll let Snoop take you in public with dog chains, with women with dog chains around their necks. That was some old minstrel show stuff. Yes, boo. Okay, boo. That is a modern day minstrel show that you would even put a woman. I don't care what I feel about sisters. You think what you want to think. I'm not going to show up at an event with a woman with a dog chain around her neck like we in slavery some damn way. But that's what he that's what he did. So in all actuality, him talking that coon talk is just clear cut evidence of how he thinks. So I never look at you as somebody that I need to listen to for anything politically when you do some shit like that in this day and age. But that's what I'm saying. T.I. got a damn trap museum. You know what I'm saying? T.I. has a trap museum. So in my mind, and as far as snitching, I mean, we can go in on that guy Supreme. I mean, they say he snitched on Supreme, put the feds on Murder Inc., all that. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of them situations where it's like, man, I think even the rules and things that the codes that they call themselves wanting to live by, they don't even live by consistently their damn selves. So it's really just hypocrisy. I just find it we don't listen to our most intelligent, best and brightest. We don't. Um, you know, we don't. We'll shame a guy like Russell Wilson. We'll shame him down. We'll call him a lame. And I'm like, what has he done to make him a lame? What has he done? This guy got his couple of $100 million contract and making boss decisions, doing a lot of great things, making decisions. But because he with Sierra, like she done fell in line. I ain't never heard her say nothing out of pocket. Nothing. She know better. You know what I'm saying? So now he making Future look like a coward. That nigga taking care of their education and stuff. And people are like, man, he a simp. Russell Wilson a simp. Russell Wilson gave all of Lil Future's brothers and sisters, which is Future's kids, like $10,000 on their education, right? Which that was about $90,000. Everybody looking like, oh man, he a simp. To a man making that has, let's say, 40, $50 million in a year, that's like me taking a 50 cent and giving it 90 cent and giving it to somebody, giving somebody a dollar. Oh man, here you go. That's what that is to that man. You know what I'm saying? I like brothers like that because he's thinking like a patriarch. See, because patriarchs think they know they have to provide certain things to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in and think, and that's what it is, man. I just, like I say, man, I don't like this whole way our culture is going. I think a lot of the stuff that we do in this society is based on what we hear from a lot of these people, and these people are fed to us. There's a comment under the Deshaun Jackson. Can't even talk about what Deshaun Jackson said because I just can't. But when Deshaun Jackson did what he did, I went and made a comment yesterday. I didn't even say the word small in the word, that comes, what is it, hat? I didn't put those two words together. I made sure I just put those people and they still deleted the comment. So it's a lot of social engineering going on, man. And I feel as though I'm being stalked around the internet. Like in certain posts, I can't even go. I can go watch somebody else's video, make a comment, and it deletes it automatically. Like, so it's like, damn. Now certain comments I can put them up there, it's right there, it doesn't go anywhere. But if I make a comment about a certain subject, like say, for example, the Deshaun Jackson situation that took place, right? That automatically gets flagged down. You know what I'm saying? Um, I can't even say I don't think it was that bad of a statement, but I mean, just that alone probably is just, it is what it is. You can't even state facts anymore. You can't. You state a fact, it's, anti, what. So it is what it is. But my opinion on Russell has changed, but I still have the same opinion on Sierra. I just think Russell is so on point. Sierra can't act the fool. Well, why is your opinion on Sierra so harsh? That's what I want to know. Why your opinion? Why can't Sierra just figure out what's going on? Why can't she just figure out what's going on? Why she got to stay stupid the rest of her life and make the same decisions she made when she was 25? Why can't so she just lied? So when she says, you know what, when I was a child, I thought as a child, but then I became a woman, so to speak. I'm paraphrasing. I put away childish things. Why did she just put away childish things? That's what get me. Like people just act like, because it's almost like we're selling ourselves short. It's all about your ideology. Do you believe that the square guy can't break a chick's back in the bedroom, or he can't make her laugh, or man, that shit, it's a lot of shit. I ain't there to know. So I'm not just gonna place my own projections of what I want it to be in that relationship. And that's what a lot of people do with the Sierra Russell Wilson thing. They place their own worldview into it. They want it to be that, oh, I got me a sucker. Oh, I'm finna make an ass out this nigga. Maybe. Maybe. But I just didn't see that same energy with the white ex-wife he had that was fucking two of his teammates. Nobody said nothing. I don't see this same energy for her though. But everybody mad about Sierra. I ain't heard Sierra fucking one of the teammates yet. He had a white ex-wife. She literally was fucking two of his teammates. Ain't nobody say nothing. I ain't seen no videos. I ain't seen that. A black woman who's a millionaire gets with another brother who's a multi-millionaire, and they doing okay for themselves, and everybody want to tear that shit down. I hope they make it. I hope they be all right. I'm pulling for that couple because it's like a lot of people want to project their own shit into that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I let people show me who they are, not until they show me that it's some other shit. I'm pulling for them. I'm never pulling for a married couple to just be fucked up. She making an ass out of him. No, I ain't saying that. Because people swear up and down, Sierra just ain't have no damn options. Like she was just damn through Dylan, boy. And I disagree with that. Yeah, I know we've talked. We've talked a couple of times in videos. It is what it is. For doing better, not staying a baby mama. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have no problem with Sierra. I don't. I have no problem with her getting with that man. I don't. I do not. Not at all. Especially the way it's going. I have no problem with it. I'd rather see Sierra with him than let's say with a nigga that's a street nigga like Young Thug or something. And he produces what type of shit is he putting in the mind of Lil Future if she got with Young Thug or some shit. See what I'm saying? So I'd rather see her with a nigga. Well, he wasting. It's a waste. Like what shit? I mean, you could say that, but you don't know that. You really don't. A lot of us need to chill out, man. Trying to figure out what people's lives are, what people thinking, and what's going on. Let people live their damn lives. Leave folks alone. That's just me. Everybody ain't gonna agree with me, you know. Me people marry and remarry kids all the time. I don't see shit wrong with it. I ain't saying I would want somebody to go out there, my son to go out there and do that, but I don't beat a guy down for doing it. I mean, it just ain't for everybody. Let it go. Why you worry about what a man do? A lot of people do that. Worry about what one man do. That's a certain. Just leave it over there. I get it. Thank you. But anyway, yeah, she got it. I mean, my thing is even with her reputation. I mean, she was all right. Sierra dated Cam Newton, 50 Cent, Bow Wow, Future. But you take any 20-year-old girl from Atlanta, nice looking, she dated. That means dating is dating. That don't make you a slut just because of that, because you was with somebody. She was in a serious relationship with Future when he started. When she found out he was cheating, she dumped him. I mean, shit. I mean, she's with 50. They never really was committed, but they dated a little bit. It is what it is, man. You take any average black girl and follow them around. Not all of them ain't sluts. I know some people. Well, that just show they all sluts. No, it doesn't. That's just normal dating habits of a young girl. She probably date. So I don't fault her. But she came a woman. She grew up. She said, I'm tired. So she said, man, I just went home. I prayed. So I actually went and listened to what she said. I listen to what people say. You know what I'm saying? And so she said, man, I went home. I prayed. I really felt like I was tired of being, I was just tired of making dumb choices. I wanted to grow up as a woman. I really wasn't looking, and that's how it happened. It happened. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't condemn people for making a mistake, man. I don't. Especially when half the dudes that's out here talking, they didn't have unprotected sex. They can have children out of wedlock too. Some of them do got children out of wedlock. Talking greasy, you know. So it is what it is. It's called taking cues, good sir. That's why I watch what another man does. Okay. All right. Taking cues. I don't get that. I don't get what you mean, W. Bristle. Please expound, brother. What do you mean taking cues? It's certain things I can watch and observe and see, and then there's certain things that shit. I don't beat a man down. When I say watching another man, what I was talking about was what you see is a lot of brothers who are literally dick policing Russell Wilson. These are the same brothers that will get upset when somebody dick police them and say you going overseas and buying pussy. Same scenario. Because what you're saying is Russell Wilson is a simp because Russell Wilson is with a baby mama. He's a fool, right? And somebody would say, well, you a simp because you literally spent thousands of dollars to go overseas to buy some pussy for somebody that don't give a fuck about you and will be fucking somebody else the next day, right? And you'll think you got a relationship, but you and her both know it's paid for. You bought that pussy. It's not like she really gives a fuck about you. She probably has a boyfriend or a husband who will whoop her ass if she don't come fuck you and suck you. Is that simping? I would say the latter is probably more simping than Russell Wilson. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Good point. They do. But let me say this, man. I ain't really trying to get into no dating because I know how it is with these damn dating videos. Boy, this shit'll go on forever. You have a more positive, optimistic perception of things than I do. Not only take away from the situation is to simply have your stuff together and on point as a man, and none can get over on you. Good point. Agreed. Agreed. That's not shit. That's not pessimistic shit. That's just shit. That's what being a man is. I think the same way. I'm not optimistic and saying shit. I ain't saying don't have your shit together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't have your shit together. Yeah, you're a man, you need to have your shit together. You need to be out here building. Every man's not gonna be on the same level. Every man's not gonna be a millionaire. Every man's not gonna have everything together. But as a man, you need to be striving towards that. If you want any type of respect and dignity as a man, period. And I wouldn't have it no other way. That's just me. I'm not gonna bitch about it. I'm gonna accept it for what it is and do something about it. See what I'm saying? I don't care about that. That's just me. Future the one looking like a little boy right now. To me, you look like what? By show of hands, everybody type a one in the chat if you want to be in Future's place, not with 9 other kids. Let's say you got 2, right? And one of the women get with a dude, and this dude pays for your other child's education. How would you feel as a man? Because I feel like a little boy. I feel like he's bullying me. I feel like, damn, I can't. Because first of all, that's some shit you supposed to already have taken care of. I don't want no nigga coming taking care of my little son. If me and his mom ain't together, and some nigga, first of all, I wouldn't want the nigga doing shit. But if she did get with somebody or some shit, and then let's say I got married, another one I had another kid or some shit. She get with a nigga, that nigga pay for my other son. That shit made me feel like a child, man. Nobody's gonna talk about that, but I would. I feel like a child if I was Future. Like, damn, this nigga gonna pay for my damn son. Damn. That's just me though. What do I know, right? Yeah, I would feel like a bitch. That's what he looking like right now. Like a bitch. A small black woman knows the value of a good black man, raised by one, married to one, raising one with my husband. Good point. Good point. So, guys, let me say this, man. As far as our leadership in the black community, it is dysfunctional. We embrace mediocrity. We make excuses for mediocrity like racism, white supremacy, which, although I may feel like is a real thing in certain instances, I don't think it accounts for at least 85% of the shit you see out here in the black community. Most of it is from black dysfunction. When you have a group of people who can come and assimilate themselves as leaders and pretty much project, and notice nobody, T.I. can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Nobody's gonna hold him accountable. He was co-signing them niggas. Him, Tariq, both of them niggas was co-signing. That's an L they should take. Because you should ask the question, okay, yeah, I'm proud of these brothers. You holding your black fist up. I'm proud of these brothers. They put a barricade over there by the Wendy's. Okay, who got the guns? Because it's one thing, do you want a child molester to run a daycare? Do you want certain people, just because somebody's black and you see knotted hair and pants hanging off his ass, oh, he a street nigga, he a real nigga. No, that street nigga shit has destroyed the black community. We need to let go of this Robin Hood, socialist, communist, Marxist ass shit that we believe in because it is destructive. We need to let this shit go. As far as pushing that damn, they was the main one. Him and Tariq was the man. I remember when them niggas, I was like, who are these niggas? What, get back. I was like, who are these dudes out here walking around with these guns? Who are they? Guys, I could have rolled past that damn barricade. They would have shot me. They, heaven forbid they'd have shot, what I'm saying? My little boy, oh my God. You get what I'm saying? These niggas don't care who it is. They would have shot anybody. What is the purpose? There is no structure. There is nothing in none of this. There is no structure. This is perfect. Guys, we are like what did DMX say? Dudes running around here like some brand new, about to get, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like the black community is one big, you know what? It is. And if you want to come in, whatever you want, resources, you want to push your agenda, black people. You could be the lowest of the low. You could be a reject in your community. You can come into the black community and become a multi-millionaire. Look at the rap game. Listen to what your boy said. What's his name? Dame Dash. He's like, man, these dudes are rejects, failures. They come in our communities and become multi-millionaires. They don't know business more. They're benefiting off our culture. He's right. Go back, Boop. Go back. You know what I'm saying? And it's so easy. I just rode by the other day. They had that blackout thing. I rode by JJ's Fish. It was a line of niggas out the door. I said, man, and we right here in Atlanta. Line of niggas out the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't think we should really listen to anybody. I think you should do the complete. I think we'll probably come out better doing the complete opposite of whatever people like Tariq and what's the name do. I think we'll probably land much further along as a people. Because if you take away, they say white supremacy, you say work hard. I think just in that one scenario alone, if you believe that hard work, dedication is not race, that although a lot of times it may be, but let's say it isn't. Because I ain't no fool. I think it is some racism out here. I see things that happen. But if you say, you know what, I'm not going to think it's because of my race. I'm just going to work hard. I don't expect it. They say the police out here trying to kill us. I'm going to pull over, have my damn driver's license, insurance. My driver's license not going to be suspended. I'm going to have my insurance, paperwork, everything ready. Hey, how you doing, officer? He going to cuss at me, talk to me. I may be upset, but I'm gonna exercise self-control. I'm gonna do what the officer tells me. I'm not gonna make any sudden moves, and probably 9.9 times out of 10 you'll make it home. Guess what? You will. Even the statistics show you that. Leave that alone, boy. Go on back in the house before you get your feet stuck dirty. Go on in the house. You know what I'm saying? Weak people look for leadership. Strong people chart their own future. Well, I'm gonna say this about do black people need it? I agree. We don't need leaders, but in order to chart your own future, you would have to be able to first. Because not right now, boo. I got you in a minute. Okay, we got you. In order to really control the narrative of our community, we would have to first of all. Okay, let's follow this for a second. Right now, we're in the social media age, right? Um, we're in the information age. You would need to be able to aggregate information to be you would need to aggregate information in this day and age to really be effective in this community. How could we do that when we don't even like math? Like, if you want to control your own narrative and not look for leadership, because first of all, who props up Al Sharpton? Every time some shit happens, who the ones that's putting the microphone in his face? Hmm? You got to own some shit. In order to offset Al Sharpton, or dare I say Tariq, in order for me to offset Tariq, I would need to start my own social media platform. I would need to start my own, media network. However, that's not based, it's not controlled through YouTube or whatnot, where I can have my own voice and say, if no, not right now, Book. I told you not right now. If somebody says something or does something to my community, whatever section or group of people, I can name them by name and say why I disagree with them without being afraid of having my channel deleted. We can't even do that. So if you can't even do that, how can you, like, you get what I'm saying? How you gonna be able to plot your own course? You almost got your hands tied behind your back. So in order for you to even get around that, you're gonna first have to uh, learn how to aggregate information and do what your competition can do. We don't want to accept this shit. We're being out competed. We just are. You can't think of a lot of black people that can create their own Facebook. Name it. I would catch hell getting some brothers to create something comparable to YouTube. I would. I'm talking about you can have a million brothers in tech out there. A lot of us don't even have that mentality. We don't. A lot of us don't. We're not entrepreneurial. A lot of us don't like math. A lot of us don't want to compete on that level. That takes competition. I don't even disagree with what you're saying, Roy D. But it would take us being able to control our narrative because somebody tells us we have leaders. Somebody forces us as a group of people that gives us leaders. And just about every movement you can see in our community, going all the way back, probably outside of like maybe the Civil War, probably before Reconstruction. After Reconstruction, from Reconstruction on up to now, every movement, everything we've done has been infiltrated by one group of people in particular who will remain nameless. So until we able, like you can talk about the Niagara movement, when you start talking about Du Bois, no boot, Du Bois and that whole about communist mindset that he had, somebody influenced him. Somebody's been there to influence all our leadership. And somebody, oh, guess what? 100 years ago, those same people bought up all the newspapers. They bought up the control of information. There are people that had I think I forget who it was. If you control the way people get information, you can control how people think. You can. So when we say we don't need leaders, somebody gives us to them, and somebody controls how we think. So therefore, we have them. Whether we like it or not, Al Sharpton is a leader because though most black people listen and follow certain things. We think that our thoughts are ours. They're not. These aren't really our thoughts. When you start really looking at how the black community thinks, you think they gave you a certain paradigm, right? They said, okay, you got the coon, you got the black revolutionary, and everybody's in between the two, right? Most of us lean towards the black revolutionary, which tells you, okay, you're not for business. You're not, it's not designed for you to be successful. The white man is not gonna let you do this. This is the thinking that as a black man, if I got in business, if my son, Boop, get back. I told you to get back. You wanna pop? Go on back in the house. Go on back in there. Sorry, y'all. So if I don't raise my son the right way, He'll go out in the world and he'll think when it comes to business that the white man has to let him do. Now, my son, I'm gonna try to put him in every advantage. I do Kumon. I'm doing making sure he's good at math, reading. I'm trying to make sure he's already ahead of this grade level, two at least 2 grades ahead already. When he's in the third, he's gonna at least be at the fifth grade. Or I'm failing as a parent. That's how I'm thinking, right? So I'm pushing it. We do things, right? Maybe not hard enough, but we do push him. And if he goes out in the world and he still thinks he's at a disadvantage and he's oppressed, when I'm giving him every opportunity as a father to create a healthy environment for him to have all the resources he needs to start businesses, and I tell him, hey man, nobody can stop you. The only person that can stop you is you. Because see, that's how I think. I don't feel oppressed. I don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do. A lot of black people do. And see, when you feel oppressed, you operate a certain way. Even Du Bois said the very nature of a person, well, not Du Bois, it was Carter G. Woodson talking about the back door. He's saying if there wasn't a back door, and I'm paraphrasing, there wasn't a back door, you would create a back door. You want to be at the bottom. You believe you're subservient to. See, this is my thinking. When we get on these platforms, there's no reason in hell why we can't do the same shit they did. The steps that these brothers did to create Facebook, YouTube, all these platforms that we use, until we're able to do that, though, we're never going to be able to control our own destiny and thereby narrative. Even when we have people, their control is controlled opposition. Even Tariq, I really think there's a good case to be made that he's controlled. I really do think that is. I think it is. He has to keep, because some of the stuff, I'm like, man, come on, dude, you can't possibly believe this is racism, white supremacy. That was just niggatry. No, that was racism. No, that was niggatry. Go back. I told you to go back, didn't I? Let me get down here. I told you to go back. Go on back in there. I'll be back out. I'll be back out and we'll blow some bubbles. Me and you. Okay? All right. So, I don't see no other way out of this, man. We're gonna have to control our own shit. That's real masculinity, real power. And as long as you're conquered and subjugated by other people, they get to decide how the information is disseminated. And guess what? When some shit happened, they call Jesse. When some shit happened, they call Angela Rye. She the next generation. When some shit happened, they call Charlemagne. Clearly, Charlemagne does not line up with the views of most black people. Look at that interview he did with Angela Stanton. Angela Stanton would actually probably be somebody who I would want to speak for most black people because she thinks like most blacks do. But guess what? You're being told she's a coon. And you're being told that the real woke or the real guy who stands and who's speaking for the culture is Charlemagne, a guy who literally said that if a guy marries somebody who changed their birth certificate, he said that if you marry somebody that changed their birth certificate and you find out after 8 years of marriage that they were born a man, it shouldn't bother you because by then you'll be in love with them. Something's wrong with that picture. But that's what he said. He's supposed to be counseled for that. Can't be. How you gonna cancel him? How are we gonna cancel this guy? We can't even look, man. We so bad. It's so fucked up out here for us, man. And I'm not bet you like, well, damn, what are we gonna do about it? I'm gonna give you a solution. But I have to kind of give you the diagnosis first. It's so fucked up out here that because I really thought about this shit when I was riding back. We literally have to accept people indoctrinating our children with fuckery every time we cut the TV on. And then we can't even go into spaces like this and speak up and say anything. They literally gonna pull my video down in about 15 minutes. I know they are, if not now. And I can't shit we can do about it because we ain't got no other spaces. I mean, y'all can go in the other space, I went on there. I forgot the name of it. I was supposed to start uploading my sites over there. But quite frankly, all somebody gotta do is call whoever hosts doing the hosting. They'll pull that shit down if they want to. I know that. They pulled my brother's site down a couple of times. My brother was unabashed. He would say what he felt. He said some things about some people that like rainbows, and next thing you know, they did a DNS attack, whatever they call that stuff. They pulled his site down. He changed it, moved it. He called GoDaddy. They played dumb. He felt like GoDaddy was in on it. He's like, man, they should know better than this. I'm sure they have people that get these. But, he said, man, I got tired of trying to fight to keep this site up, so I left it alone. They won, So their objective is this. We're going to silence the adults who disagree with us. And meanwhile, we're going to indoctrinate your children. And if you dare even question us, I try to have a discussion, we're going to call you anti this or homo this, homophobic this, or whatever you want to say. And you can't say shit. So meanwhile, they rotisserizing our ass, baked and glazed. Meanwhile, they agitating us, using us. And all of this stuff I just named is controlled by one group of people, the anti people, the people who will get you and say you anti if you ever say their name. You know what I'm saying? Those people right there, they control all this shit. So until we fix that, that's a problem. Until we fix that. And the way I say we fix it, because I said I was going to give a solution, the real answer to this, guys, is math and science. I know we're just like, what, man? Is that damn something? Yes. The real answer to this is when you have kids, make damn sure they are way ahead academically. Make sure your kids are competing on a national level above. Make sure your kids can walk right in there with the Asians and the Indians and won't miss a beat. Because this generation, we got work to do. Put our heads down. We have work to do. We ain't got time to be out here worrying about dating. We ain't got time to be out here worrying about bitching about white supremacy and racism. No, you need to be, guys, you need to be like, what's his name? Walt from Breaking Bad. Walt's knowledge kept him out of so much shit. In what they could, he was in, I forget the word, but you couldn't get rid of him, right? You needed to have him. He was essential. He was crucial to the success of many of these people's business. What made him that? His knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. You know what I'm saying? If black people are going to get out of this situation where other people are controlling our narrative and placing people like Angela Rye, so I'm like, who the hell is Angela Rye that she gets to do an interview with Will Smith and she on every time we have a panel discussion, she's sitting on a panel. What has she done? You see what I'm saying? I mean, 50 Cent, people like this, these are the people that literally sit on our panels. Every time we're going to have a discussion about really moving forward, I wouldn't go get no damn Angela Rye to sit on my damn panel. I wouldn't go get no damn D-Ray McKesson or hell no. T.I. Hell no. What, because of a couple of Twitter videos, of Instagram videos, you get to sit on a panel and talk about what black people are going to do to change their future? You think I'm finna go get, what's his face that was debating? Hell no, man. Hell no. See what I'm saying? But we can't really move with the people. I want to hear Robert Smith. I want Bob Johnson. I want it gonna be all businessmen. The brother that own Worldwide Technologies, David Stewart, him. I'm putting those up. That's who I want on my panel. I want those 4 or 5 guys, businessmen, people that understand. Notice when you hear those guys talk, it's from a different perspective. And what I always get when I listen to those brothers is hope. And if we in the future want to have any type of ability to really move forward as a people, our children in the next generation is going to have to be the smartest in the room. You're going to have to compete. There is no other way, Miss Ann, if ands, buts about it. We're going to have to be able to compete. We're going to have to be able to create. We have to create a black Steve Jobs. We have to create a black Mark Zuckerberg. We have to create an environment where Mark Zuckerberg, although he wasn't as gifted he didn't code all that shit by himself, but what he did, he basically stole somebody else's technology and had the infrastructure through whatever networks, because other people like Napster, the brother that the white guy that had Napster back in the 90s, y'all remember that? That's who really put him on. But both of these guys are from that same community, if I'm not mistaken. I think the other guy from Napster is too. They all went into that, they tapped into that network. We need to build our damn network. And until you can build it, you're not going to be able to sign the front of the checks. And if you can't sign the front of the checks, you can't say what's up. See, because if I ran YouTube, Black Patriot would have never got deleted on if I ran YouTube. If I ran YouTube, a lot of people would be able to say, I wouldn't have things that are detrimental to children. And I wouldn't have, I would have certain things. But if you want to make a video saying I hate niggas, then hey, by all means, go right ahead. And there are plenty of people that do. But mysteriously enough, those videos don't get taken down. But, I can't even say 2 words together without getting my channel deleted. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't control it, though. Somebody who wants to push a certain narrative, they want to silence black people. So I can't really move us forward. We can't move forward as a people if we're being projected a guy who owns a trap museum, or we're being projected with guys like 50 Cent, who has shown a propensity to be highly childish and ignorant. Very stupid. I'm sorry. With millions of dollars, who somebody else, dare I say, Jimmy Iovine, kind of opened up floodgates with them same groups of people, and that's why he is who he is. It's not, but people, black people, see, we think he's so smart. He ain't all that smart. He's not. He's not that smart. You grabbing a chair, that's millions of dollars. You just threw at that dude. I promise you I wouldn't have moved that chair. That chair would have hit me, I'd have laid out. Ah! I'd have laid on the floor, been vibrating and shit. And call 911. Now it got me $10 million off that idiot. I wish he would throw a chair at me. Promise you that. Oh, you gonna throw a chair at me? You just got $150 million deal from okay, bet. Hit me. You know what I'm saying? But he don't care. He don't care. Oh, I wipe my ass with it. I pay that nigga $2 million. Okay. You're not gonna stay powerful, or you're not going to obtain real power with that mentality. I thought you learned after Rick Ross' baby mama sued him, but he didn't. He's still out there acting a fool, still being a bully. But see what else? What do you expect? This guy actually co-signed Takashi. I ain't forgot. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I ain't forgot. Takashi, half the reason he's out here doing the stuff he's doing is because of 50 people like that co-signing it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you should have saw through it, but you didn't. So at the end of the day, that's part of the problem. I just look, man. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. Until black people learn how to dominate in math and science, we're never gonna be out from under the thumb of other people. We're always going to have to be invited in other people's spaces where they're gonna have to just have a good heart and forgive and give us stuff. Until guys, think about it this way. You're like, well, why do you say math and science? Well, what you doing? Why do you say math and science? I say math and science because think about it. Steve Jobs created one of the wealthiest companies in the world. One of the most expensive or capitalization for the company, Apple, is one of the largest companies in the world, right? This guy created this with his understanding of art, and he kind of was a guy that kind of worked and he had his hands on in creating what's known as the iPhone, which is something that has what like no, Book, Daddy's not finished. Give me a minute. Go back in there, watch TV, okay? So if you go and look at Steve Jobs created Apple. Apple is a major company in this world, a major player. You can throw your weight around. I'm gonna give you a good example. This guy, the guy that just got the $500 million contract, Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes was just in a video about a month ago, crying about Black Lives Matter and how our lives matter and dropping all these names and stuff. They just gave you $500 million. Like, how long are you gonna wait for somebody to save you? You finna get $50 million a year plus endorsements. You at least over 100 million. You know how many black men there are that just in those sports, those 2,000 or 3,000 athletes in these sports that play that are black, that's probably making at least probably 25% of those brothers are making over $10 million a year. Many of them are making over 30 million. And yet we seem to think that these guys are somehow victims, and we as a people, we have enough, man. That's what actually what Deshaun Jackson was saying. I actually listened to Shannon Sharp, because when I saw it, I was like, what is Shannon? I said, what did he really put up? And when I saw it, I was like, oh man, that ain't nothing to be. But anyway, I gotta watch what I say. But even still, he said when he talked to Shannon Sharp, he was like, well, man, you know, I just want to. And by the way, guys, let me say this: the reason you see my videos up twice because they flag them down. Like in about 5 minutes, they're gonna flag it, and then I'm gonna re-upload it. That's what they're gonna. That's what I'm gonna just keep re-uploading till they stop flagging. They're gonna flag me. They always flag my content. I don't know who it is, but right around this time they start. So if I go down, I'm gonna keep talking for a few, and then I'm gonna upload the video. Okay. All right. So when I saw him do that, he said he called Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was like, man, black people are powerful. We make enough. It ain't just that our voice means something. We have so much money now to where it's almost unbelievable, because it says where a man, where you store your treasure, there's where your heart is. Ain't that what the words say? What are we investing in? See, you got to put your money up if you really are serious about being the boss. If you really are serious about power, wealth, and influence, then these athletes and celebrities we should start requiring of these guys. 50 Cent got $150 million deal. T.I. got 100. Nigga, I don't want to hear nothing about Black Lives Matter. Nigga, come with it. or shut up. You can't put up 1 million, 2 million to start some sort of credit union. You can't do something, and you like, well, man, I mean, I don't care what celebrities do. They don't owe us anything. No, boo. No, I ain't got no room to hold you right now. I got you in a second. Okay. Okay. No, you got to hold me like that. Book, I told you I got you, boy. But yeah, he is. He has. Notice in that interview, it was kind of weird. Watch out, Book. Watch out. Watch out. Get back. Get back. Go in the house. Go back. Go back in the house. So notice it was kind of weird in that interview how Jesse Jack, I mean, when he asked him about Farrakhan, notice Shannon Sharp looking at the floor. He never does that. Shannon Sharp sat there looking down the hole. Go watch it. Deshaun Jackson, they talked, I think it was up yesterday. Go watch the comments and watch how Shannon Sharp, when Skip Bayless asked him about Farrakhan, he made, he was kind of scared to say some stuff. Worried. See what I'm saying? We can't tell the truth. When you live in a community, when you live in a society where you can't open your mouth and speak truth to power in any situation, unless it's a certain truth, like you could talk about racism, white supremacy, you can speak that quote unquote truth, but you can't speak on black laziness, black apathy. You know what I'm saying? Black men need to lead. Black men need to provide. Black men need to, you know what I'm saying? Black women need to submit to their men and respect their men if they leading and providing, obviously, right? Go back, boo. I'm coming. I'm coming. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna be done. Uh, uh, I can't. It's certain things, man. Until we can create our own spaces and be where we can talk and speak freely, we'll never um, get what we want, man. We never gonna get what we want. That's real. When I was a young kid, the older black men I knew wouldn't watch sports. I was surprised. Now with age, I totally understand it. These athletes are just stupid and are used to controlling. That's why I don't. I think people beating down that older generation of athletes that really didn't address certain black issues. I'd rather you shut the fuck up and play ball because I don't think you're equipped to talk about our issues. To be completely honest with you, see what I'm saying? See, to LeBron James, our problem is Donald Trump. That's LeBron James thinks we have more of a problem with police killing us, racist police killing black people, than that motherfucker that shot that girl. That shit gonna happen. We had one weekend we lost 4 black kids under 5 across the country in one weekend, and I called it. I said in Chicago they have double-digit murders, and I'd be damned if I can set my clock with it. Right now, am I saying that we don't need to fix racist cops? Of course not. I never said that. That's the projection that goes on me when I try to see. This is the thing. I could say something about black folks killing each other, and it's almost like this knee-jerk programmed thing where you have to call a nigga like that a coon because you can't have somebody who literally wants to say, "Hey, man, go back in there before you go back in there." You can't have somebody say, "Hey, man, I disagree with cops killing black people. I've been fucked with by the police. Damn that, man. We need to change that." But also, man, niggas walking around with guns and putting barricades up, protesting, talking about you oppressed. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I guarantee you, the niggas that pull that trigger can't read at grade level when they graduated. I bet you they wasn't reading at a 12th grade level when they graduated. I bet you those niggas that shot that little girl believe that they are oppressed by white racism, white supremacy. I bet you those niggas that shot that little girl are the same type. See, let me tell you something about the mind of a street nigga. A street nigga will fuck with you and then get mad when you get mad. That's the mentality. See what I'm saying? Like, just look at it. Like, even T.I., like when T.I. made that video the other day, talking about Tony Yayo and all that, talking about he wasn't scared. I'm like, why you do that? Why you just called him? You got to show off. You got to show that you tough. I'm just gonna make a phone call, be like, bro, what's up? Cause ain't nobody know you he fronted your homeboy. You could have got on the phone and asked questions, but you got to go public and show off. Because you got to let everybody know you a big shot and you tough. And now Tony Yayo feeling like he been disrespected because you made a video whooping off about how you ain't scared. Now he got to say something. I saw what this was going. Now him and 50 going back and forth. It's gonna turn into something more than just rap in a minute. They're gonna have real beef in a minute. It already is. But I saw this coming. You know what I'm saying? The way T.I. going up under that man post is like he trying to poke at him, trying to troll him. 50's ignorant. He's stupid. He's not, he gonna go disrespectful, which is what he's doing. Nigga, you a snitch. Nigga, you this. Nigga, you that. T.I. got an ego, so he feels like, nigga, I ain't no snitch. Da, 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 da. Now they going back and forth. It's stupid. Stupid. And this is who you're giving as leaders. Hey, I've been on here an hour. I'm sure they about to flag my video. Plus, I got to be at the gym in 10 minutes. Y'all have a good one, man. If the video get flagged, I'm going to put it back up, by the way. See y'all.